The ocean calls, and when it does, I answer. I'm Juan Rico, but boss, you can call me Captain Breezy. Everybody does. Whether it's a calm cruise or a wild ride, life on the water is where stories are made. This time, the journey took me inland, away from the salty air, to the birthplace of one of the most iconic boats on the water, the Grady-White factory. Howdy, folks. Captain Breezy here, and let me tell you, I had the chance of a lifetime to cruise over to Greenville, North Carolina. Go Pirates! To check out the Grady-White factory. Now, I've been around boats my whole life, but I wanted to capture this trip for my boss, who's getting himself a custom-made Grady-White 456. And I figured, why not show off what goes into making these beauties? You see, I know the name Grady-White, and I know their boats, but watching the magic happen, seeing how they're built and the philosophy behind them, that's next-level stuff, my friends. This wasn't just a factory tour. It was a first-hand look at the legacy, the innovation, and the pure passion that makes Grady-White the cream of the crop in boating. Whoa, an arcade?
Isn't this a school day?
The whole factory floor was hustling and bustling. I could tell that they took pride in their work by how clean they kept the place. I felt like if I dropped a PB&J sandwich, the 10-second rule would still be in play. These folks don't just build boats, they build dreams that run on safety. Watching a Grady-White come to life is like seeing art in motion. It all starts with the fiberglass. And our factory rep, JB, walked us through the whole process, from the first layer to the final polish. Every step is done with precision and a whole lot of heart. It's craftsmanship at its finest. And boy, you can see the decades of expertise in every single detail. Now that's what I call building a masterpiece. Ever hear the term whistling while you work? This place seemed to embody that philosophy.
He sells them for us down there at Fort Myers, but he's never seen them on this side.
The whole place was filled with smiles. They seemed to love to building them as much as I love driving them. They have molds for each model boat they make, all housed inside the plant. Now, boss, check out the mold to your 45. Gives a perspective on how big this place truly is. One of the things these Gradys are known for is their foam-filled hulls. JB said that it ain't just a feature, but part of their philosophy. It's about safety.
Transom looks like before we put that bracket on there. So it's already, that's all fiberglass. That's the brace. And then the aluminum goes on top of this and goes straight to the stringer as an extra reinforcement.
Everything from the keel up is built like a tank.
Yep, again, and then it's through-bolted through the stringer.
The transoms are reinforced with aluminum right down to the stringers.
But the transom is this thick anyway, all the way down.
A close-up of that foam flotation. JB brought us over to the top cap of a 45 so we could see the ins and outs.
Wow. So it's all 3/16 stainless. The rod holders, the cup holders, so there's no water that can get down to the bill.
They have plumbing to each fixture so it all drains overboard. They even plumb the cleats. It's like they thought of every safety measure and then applied it.
So cleats are through bolted.
The crew even has a softball team, but I'm fairly certain that some of these guys are ex-football players. Like 99% certain. They make it look like Breezy needs to hit the gym some more.
So you can see back here, all the rigging, all the hoses, Seakeeper, and all this stuff has been installed.
It amazes me, all of the technology that is hidden inside stuff we wouldn't normally get to see. Every hose and wire is routed with precision. The team is already moving the top into place for a dry fit, so the two halves can make a whole boat. Yeah! Okay, I admit it. I have been adding the great Ronnie Coleman sound effects, but it is fitting.
6 top. Probably that 336 right there.
They even have bikes to help get parts from one point to another in a pinch. Which makes sense, the place is 1.2 bazillion square feet.
This means Grady-White, that's our Coast Guard signature. HL is the model identifier, 456, and then 25 is the model year.
The 306 is this.
This is Boss's boat that is being handcrafted just for him, so we get down into each nook and cranny to show him the glamour shots.
All right, just taking it all in.
You look good down there.
The real glamour shots are of the completed work. We got these shots from the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show after one of the 456s here was all put together. This baby's got all the bells and whistles, and let me tell you, they're not just for show. The cabin is jaw-dropping beautiful. There's even places for rod storage tucked out of the way. Margarita glasses, I like it. There's more doodads than I can shake a stick at, but I think this one is my favorite. And yeah, it is. I've been aboard some heads before, ain't ever seen one that's palace-like. Even fit the salesman inside it, and that boy is corn-fed.
Hey, I've been cutting back some.
Rod storage in the shower? Now that's next-level multitasking. Scrub-a-dub while you rig it up? Genius. Ah, a cutting board for some limes, and even a sink hidden below. Everything is overbuilt and oversized.
These are massive. I would have never thought.
Okay, we found another hidden lounger. This one is my new favorite. Looks to be comfy enough to rule the seas in style. An automatic shoot-through anchor will make life easy for us aboard. Awesome. The upholstery is absolutely plush. Unfinished and finished. JB said they cover everything so it stays tip-top. I love the attention to detail.
Refrigerator and drawer unit over here. So there's the reel for the water hose, the KRA unit for the cooler boxes, all the plumbing that goes in there, amps for the speakers.
Hors d'oeuvre. Hors d'oeuvres? Snacks. These seats even go back and forth with a push of a button so we can all fit comfortably while underway. Put some rods in there. Some seating for the fishing show that's sure to happen. Hidden wells everywhere. Electric footrest. Boss, now I have seen it all. Even has a chilled fish box. We just place the fish in here and it'll ice itself down. Love that. Quad 450s. Now, boss, you'll get to choose your own electronics aboard, but here's an example of top-of-the-line Garmin equipment. And like magic, we are back in the Grady-White plant. Look at them straight lines and fifth step of the boat. That's Grady's CV2 Hull design. It's a sight to behold. We're nearing the end of the tour, where boats are finalizing their build and heading out to be further customized by the dealers. All shrink wrapped up and ready. I got to learn a lot about what makes Grady-White the prestigious brand that it is. It's the people and philosophy behind it. They've been building boats since 1959, and you can see it in every detail. There's a lot of heritage here, and they take pride in their work. It really shows. Well, boss, your boat is headed down to Florida. A lot of care, people, and machinery go into even just that part. In the next video, your salesman will capture the team, decorating your boat with your electronics and accessories. Now, boss, get ready to see your Grady-White come to life. Stay tuned for the next exciting step in your voyage.